Okay, if you're here, it's because of this gun, the bad review on this gun. For starters, let me start off with that. Once your gun is doing this, it's out of there. It's a rubbery looking thing, and it's out of there, and it's no good. I mean, you can have pressure on the top, how you can see there, but once it goes down here, it's free. Look how loose and free that is. It's not good. Okay, the other thing is, these screws, when you pump it a while, they come loose. This I had to put it on there because the annoying pin that was in there, I couldn't stand it anymore and I took it off. I'll explain that later. I added washers. I took them off, but I added washers so it won't have play, but still it has play. That is not good for this particular gun or any type of particular gun like this, because when you have friction, this is what it does. You see, it has way too much play. Any gun that has this type of play will give this a lot of wear and tear. And you can't go to Walmart and just purchase it. You would have to go to, I think, the company and whatnot, and wait all like about what, a week or two for you to get that, instead of just having that at the store so you can just purchase it right there and then. But I'm not here to tell people how to run their business. They run their business however they want. I'm just saying that it's convenient for the consumer to buy it there easy, and you can fix your gun and take care of your business after that. The other thing that I've noticed about this gun was the paint when I got it. It was good and nice and fine and dandy, how some say, but it started chipping off. And then I end up, taking it off with my fingernails. Uh, if you're wondering why doesn't it have, the little fin, the shark fin or whatever you call that, I took it off because I noticed that it was more of a problem than anything on the weapon. And then on top of here, it has another piece that you put on there. It also gave me problems. So I took it off and I put the little metal that was here that came with that plastic piece, and I end up putting it there. As you can see, it has a screw. And it's for aiming, but I took it off because it was pretty much no good. And if you're wondering how I aim this, just how you see, like that. The other is, since the pellet comes out of here, it has a very small distance. So if you're aiming it from the center of this, let's say the head of the pigeon, you're gonna shoot his eye out or something like that, for example. So it was more convenient for me to leave it like that and shave this. I shaved it so everything, as you can see, I demonstrate, can be as flat. But you can see this one is not, this one here is not, but I'm more like this one and that one because it's where the pellet comes out of, as you can see, The other thing that I custom on this, was this, because I will use it on the window of my car, and I had to be very careful because this thing, I'm going to tell you what I did to this inside, is the PSI chamber that it has, and it blew out my window. I shot the window and it made it, I didn't do it intentionally. I kind of like was like that on the window and I didn't notice, and when I shot it, it shot the window and then the whole thing shattered. So I put the rubber so I could be steady and I can shoot, as you can see, like that. What I did do on the chamber, or however you call that, I took it apart and it twists off. Inside it has a spring. You get that spring and you stretch it, right? And then you get two rags on both hands, and you actually put the piece and you twist like that, and then you just twist it normally with the rags, right? So what that does is it gives you more PSI and you can shoot further and you can pump it more, because it says on the label of any of these guns you can only have it for 10 pumps. I calculated, I was like, wait a minute, if this gotta have some type of chamber or something that collects the PSI. So I started studying it, and when I took it apart, I noticed that. I was like, You can even add a gas tank, well, not a gas tank, excuse me, a tank like about like this, and drill the actual chamber that's like about yay big, because the thing is from here to here, it's like about that big. And you can actually drill it and screw a tip on it, and you can actually have a tank, and you can put PSI on that tank. But long story short, I left it as that, all original. Well, for the most part. And I stretched the spring, and it gave me not only 10 pumps, it gave me 15 pumps, 20 pumps, 25 pumps, even 30 pumps. So if you're wondering how far it shot, I'm going to give you a prime example of how far it shoots. From there, there, and there, and all the way back there. So I've had the gun for like about, let's say, a year or more. Kind of lost count on that, and I had to go buy another one. So let me just put this to the side for the moment and show you the other one that I bought. One of these. I bought it today. So if you look at the video, maybe today won't be today. And yes, I cut the piece off, and I left it as like this, and I'm gonna sand this and make it nice and, pretty, or whatever you want to call it. But this one, you see the difference? It stays there. It doesn't, and it has a little bit of play, but still, this is not good. They should have this solid. But it stays there because you can tell the rubber that's in there is fresh, it's brand new. And I like to hold, and shoot. Actually, like this. I like to hold it and shoot. Something like that, and it's comfortable. To me, this is comfortable. But back to this. So I was able to do that, and then I would like to just buy one of these and put it in there, and I still have this because I really like this gun. And it's been very useful, but it has a lot of bad stuff. But I've had it, excuse me, for a while, so I got kind of used to it already. And the other thing that it had bad is that screw. Not this one in particular, but another screw that it got threaded out already, and I threw it away. So if you're wondering where did I get that, it's from a hard drive, and it fits perfectly in there. And you can see it still has thread, and I've taken this gun apart like about, let's say, give or take 4 or 5 times, repairing it and fixing it and studying and whatnot. So if you have anything to say about this video or anything, feel free to drop me a comment or whatnot. And that's what the bad review I have on this one. And then the other one, the bud, well, later on I'll fix it, but I'm not going to make a video on that. It was just mainly about this gun. So I'm out, and have a good day.